It's November 28th, and the strange side of history awaits. Today, we have a scientist who fell, a playwright's secretive union, and the election that rewrote history. Let's begin. On November 28, 1953, cold winds swept across New York as a body struck the pavement outside the Statler Hotel. The man who had fell 13 stories was Dr. Frank Olson, a government scientist with top secretive clearance, and a secret that would not die with him. At first, the explanation was simple, almost too simple. Police were told that Olson had jumped, that he was unstable, that it was suicide, and the case closed. But even that night, witness sensed something was off. Hotel staff said that Olson hadn't looked distraught. He looked terrified, as if he feared something in the room behind him. For 2 decades, the truth stayed buried until 1975, when a shocking confession cracked open the story. The CIA admitted Olson had been dosed with LSD during a classified experiment. The scientist drugged without his knowledge days before he fell to his death. His family received a settlement, but no real answers. And then, the mystery still grew darker. In the 1990s, forensic experts re-examined Olson's remains. What they found contradicted everything the government had claimed. Injuries to his body, especially skull, matched blunt force trauma, and not a clean fall. Wounds suggested that he was attacked before he went out the window. Was he pushed, silenced, or caught in something far more sinister than a drug experiment gone wrong? To this day, the official narrative wavers, bends, and distorts, while the truth remains sealed under layers of classified files. So, what do you think Olson knew? On November 28, 1582, in the quiet English town of Worcester, a single document was hurriedly signed, one that should have been routine, ordinary, and almost forgettable. Instead, it became one of the most puzzling records in literary history, the marriage bond of William Shakespeare and Anne Hathaway. From the moment the ink touched the page, nothing about it made sense. The names are wrong, misspelled, altered, and written over as if somebody wanted them hidden. Entire lines were scratched out with desperate strokes, as if the clerk changed his mind, or was ordered to. And the church court, normally slow and strict, processed the bond with unnatural speed, pushing it through in hours instead of days. Something urgent. Was it political entanglement, a family scandal, or a secret that Shakespeare carried to his grave? What fuels the mystery is that no one ever explained the anomalies. Not then, and not now. Other marriage bonds from the same year are clean, precise, and predictable. Only this one looks tampered with. Centuries later, historians still argue over the meaning of the crossed-out names, the altered dates, the rush, and the secrecy. But some believe it was a cover-up, and others insist it's a hidden drama lost to time. The truth is locked inside a single smudged document. Was it just a clerical error, or was there some scandal hidden inside? On November 28, 1893, New Zealand awoke to Election Day. It was the first national election in the world where women could cast their vote. As dawn broke, thousands of women lined the streets, waiting silently outside the polling stations. Witnesses were called in eerie stillness, as if the country itself was holding its breath. Many of the women reported feeling watched, by whom no one could say. Some claimed that unfamiliar men lingered near the polling places, taking notes, whispering to one another, vanishing before local constables could question them. In several towns, ballot boxes mysteriously went missing for hours, only to reappear without explanation, sealed but warm to the touch, as if freshly handled. Officials insisted that everything was legitimate, but behind closed doors, members of parliament privately voiced their fear, not of fraud, but of retaliation. The movement for women's suffrage had altered men's power across the empire, and many believed that the election day would be sabotaged. Some observers even suspected overseas interference, though no proof was ever found. Despite the tension, the whispers, the unaccounted ballots, and the shadowy figures, the day ended without disaster. Women voted firmly, defiantly, and in greater numbers than anyone would have predicted. On that November morning, New Zealand made history. A single day reshaped the future and proved that quiet revolutions can echo for generations. Another day, another strange bite from history. Like, comment, and subscribe. Your next eerie dose is just a day away.